I got hired at Waffle House when I was 15 without ever doing an interview. When I was in high school, I was not a very good student. I used to always get in trouble, skipping and stuff like that. My dad said, you better learn a trade or you need to go to college. And I had no plan to go to college. Did not want to do any more school after I got done with school, for sure. So they had a trade school that you could go to half a day. I looked at the pamphlet. I think my dad had like auto mechanic or welding or like HVAC or something like that in mind, but I was like, hospitality, office setting, indoors. I could skate through that one. So I picked hospitality class. There was also a culinary class, but at the time I didn't know I was going to be working in restaurants or anything like that. So one day I come in, they're like, hey, we're doing a big presentation over in the culinary class. There's like 30, 40 people in my class and like 40 people in that class. So we all go over there and the Waffle House managers come rolling in. It's like 3 or 4 different district managers for like the whole panhandle. And they're like, hey, we're doing a big orientation on Saturday. All of you guys are welcome. Anybody that wants a job, come Saturday, 10 a.m. We're going to do breakfast for you guys. We're going to go over orientation. And anybody who wants a job, we will hire you. Hands start going up. I don't have a car or this and that. Blah, blah. They said, we will pick you up. They said, if you can get to the orientation and we can hire you, we will help you with ride situations to and from the job for the future. They had like a ride share system. They had like funds that they put in and they would use that to pay people gas money. So like if they needed a cook at this store, they would pay the waitress or the manager, or they would personally come pick me up. So I was 15. I was like, you had to be 16 to work there. So I figured, worst case scenario, I'm going to go to this orientation. I'm going to eat free breakfast and I'm going to get paid for an hour orientation. If they don't hire me, no big deal. It's win-win for me. I didn't have nothing else to do that Saturday. So me and my best friend go, and there's like 40 people in this orientation. And we ate our breakfast, had a waffle and bacon and eggs. It was awesome. And some coffee. And at the end, they were collecting all the social security cards and IDs. And I was like, I don't have my ID yet. I just turned 16. They're like, no big deal. As soon as you get it, bring them in. We'll make a copy of it. Be good to go. I never brought it in. I worked there for 3 years. I never gave them my ID. They never had it on file. Anyways, so for the rest of the school year, I didn't even know what store I was going to work at. They would call me. They say, hey, you're working at this store. If I grew up in the Panhandle, there was a Waffle House every 2 miles. So I worked at literally like 20 different Waffle Houses when I was like 15, 16, 17. They'd say, hey, you're working out in Crystal Beach or Destin or Sandestin or Fort Walton. And they would send somebody to my house and pick me up until I saved enough money to get a car. And as soon as that school year ended, I worked third shift on the beach during, the summer. It was great. I had a blast working at Waffle House. I became a master grill operator when I was 16 years old. Had the red jacket and hat and stuff. I was balling. I don't know. I haven't told that story to anybody, and people say I should tell more stories. So that's how I got into the restaurant industry. Y'all have a happy, what is today? It's Monday. Somebody got a case of the Mondays. Y'all have a great day.